Alright guys, so here we are outside of the Museum of Freedom. Corvallo included in his mod description a small map leading to where you can find the Widow shotgun. I've kind of, it's not a very hard thing to find, but let's go ahead and, in case you want to look at the map, but just want to find out where it is anyhow, we're going to go ahead and discover it together. So, here we are by the Museum of Freedom. I know that he stated that it's specifically you go down here, past this Lukowski nuclear detection thing. I don't know if I have anything on Lukowski, whatever. Yeah, on a budget. Alright, so apparently there is supposed to be a rundown car. There it is. Okay, so under the very edge of the car, there's going to be an abandoned cellar. The car is very cleverly positioned so that it is hiding the cellar. It looks like the car ran off the road during the nuclear apocalypse right into this person's fence. And this person had their own little cellar going on here. They maybe had a dog. The dog escaped, and that dog became the first grandfather dog of all the wild dogs that attack you in this game. That's how the wild dogs were born. There you have it, folks. Corvallo invented wild dogs. Thank you, Corvallo. Anyhow, into the abandoned cellar we go. This is supposedly where the Widow shotgun is. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this. See what else is in here. If there's anything. Whoa, okay. So we have some stuff. We have some interesting stuff. We have some food over here. We have a weapons workbench. We have tool chest and a toolbox. It appears the tool chest is empty. We have a terminal. We're going to look at that terminal in a minute. There, right over there is a sea bag. In the military, we call that a sea bag, and I'm going to bet... Oh, no, there's the Widow shotgun, so it looks like this army guy and he blew his wife's brains out with the Widow shotgun. I don't know. I mean, maybe they were really scared of the fact that their dog got free, and look at that, $100 of pre-war money in this duffel. That is all mine, baby, right there. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this crap, and I'm going to stick it in my inventory. You can stick it wherever your heart desire, because you know what? This is a free country. Nobody can tell you where to stick your shotgun. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this abandoned cellar terminal and see what is up with this. Catalina's Journal. Terminal Unity 568B. I finally found him. So Catalina, I assume, is that lady with all the blood around her bones. I finally found him. After those damned bombs fell, I thought I'd never hear from my husband again. I couldn't bear the thought of him dying out there. Only recently I heard that some soldiers of the State Defense were camped in Concord, so I grabbed my old papa's gun and went out looking for him. The world out here is worse than I thought. People raiding houses for supplies and raiding houses for supplies and pointing guns at each other. It was terrifying. Please, if you're a mod author, make sure to edit. Anyways, when I finally made it here, I found him left bleeding on the sidewalk, shot by his own lieutenant, as he said. I brought him to this old cellar I found. I think I can handle his wound. I'm a trained nurse after all. Thank God I found him. All right, let's see what her second entry is. I'm worried. Things aren't looking up for Nathan. He can barely talk anymore. I managed to remove the bullet and patch the wound, but I'm afraid he might be bleeding internally. I'm so scared. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oh my God, why? After a night of pain and fever, Nathan passed away. I don't even know. I don't even know what to do with myself anymore, okay? That was a, okay. What now? It's been some days I could finally pull myself out of this melancholy. Today I tried to go out and find myself some help to take Nathan's body out for a proper burial. But I can't seem to get that gosh darn trapdoor open again. It's funny because okay. Something must have collapsed on top of it. I tried using some tools and even screaming for help outside, but I'm not actually sure if I want anybody to hear. I gotta think of something. Okay, so she got trapped underneath the car that crashed there. So the car crashed after the bombs during all the looting. Gotta keep myself busy. I lost count of the days since I got trapped in this hole. No one answers from outside. The food we had is running out. It's dark, cold, and scary down here. I'm trying to keep myself busy engraving some drawings on Papa's shotgun, but the more I work on it, the more attractive it seems to me. One pull on that trigger and I could see Nathan again. Whoa, so she ended up killing herself after getting trapped down here. She didn't succumb and commit suicide because he died. She was forced to commit suicide after being trapped down here, so that's pretty interesting. So now we have this awesome shotgun, and it's the Widow, which makes sense because she was the owner of the shotgun. It was her papa's shotgun, and she was a widow to this guy who was shot by his lieutenant and later succumbed to those wounds. So that makes sense, because I was thinking that initially maybe the mod author meant Widow Maker, but that is definitely not the case. Seems pretty well thought out. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the mods on the shotgun. Caring so much, but it doesn't matter. Alright, let me... Alright. Now this thing is... Can I turn it? No. Yeah, I can. There we go. Look at that. I've forgotten how to play this game. So she has made these engravings on here, and they look pretty creepy, because you can make out the eyes and the I guess the nostrils and like the teeth of like a skull there. Looks like some sort of scene from hell. It reminds me a lot of that series Devil May Cry. I'm not quite sure. Like, I don't remember too much other than playing it for many hours or whatever when I was a teenager. But like Devil May Cry, he always had these like fancy ass carved guns, and I guess just pretty neat. All right, let's go ahead and see. So we have we have standard receivers and stuff like that. Doesn't appear anything changes. In terms of damage potential, it's definitely, I think, far above the double barrel shotgun, and as a single shot weapon is probably far above any single shot of the current shotguns I use. So we'll keep that in mind. A short stock or a full stock, and look at that full stock, the way the if we look at the short stock, the way it kind of curves there, that's like creepy but really cool. Definitely has a very like occult magical vibe to it, and I really dig that. Like, I like anything in the Fallout series that adds a little bit more depth to the world or whatever. Like, there's certainly some things in here that are occult or paranormal in nature. Let's go to muzzle. We have a muzzle brake, which and we have a suppressor, which is kind of interesting because the suppressor, we won't talk about that. I mean, like, technically, yeah, I guess technically the casing that holds the buckshot could help seal in the gas. So, but the casing usually comes out at the anyhow. The muzzle brake, I mean, yeah, that's just kind of standard fare. I'd have to install it. I think it looks like the suppressor has some kind of magical runes carved into it, some crazy stuff like that. Buckshot ammo, so we can choose different ammo. We have birdshot, buckshot, flechette. High explosive, so we got HE, we got incendiary, medicine ammo. Let's see, fire combustibles, projectiles that sets targets on fire for 15 points of damage. That's pretty cool. So that's extra damage that the that it does. Fires slugs that explode on impact, doing 15 points of area effect damage. That's pretty awesome. Flechette, small. Fires small, fin stabilized projectiles, superior range, better recoil, narrower spread. That's pretty awesome. And flechette is a real thing. We've got medicine. Fire small capsule. So fire small little needles that inject you with fucking opiates. And slug ammo. Fires a single heavy projectile, penetrates armor, superior range, no spread, stronger recoil. So that's pretty cool that there's going to be, you know, so many different types of ammo, and each one of them adds new things to it. And of course, there's the capability to add a kind of a mystical zoom without having an actual a scope attached to it. And that's really interesting because it doesn't require any materials whatsoever. So even right now I could add zoom 3.0. I don't want to because I tend to use my shotguns for close encounters of the third kind and what have you. I've got a legendary option down here, and that's based on the legendary mod. I don't have enough effect chips to install any of these, but you can bet your ass that I'm going to be installing some legendaries on this bad boy. Alright, let's go ahead and try to find something and kill it with a shotgun. But before we go, let me go ahead and can I get a little? Yeah, see, that's pretty cool, man. That looks pretty dope. Alright, so let's go ahead and find something to shoot. Alright, so we're on the outskirts of, I think it's Station Olivia. It's this little military station that you have to go through to win over Abernathy Farm. It's been respawning kind of regularly of recent note, so I think there will be people here. So let's go ahead and give them a taste of my shotgunny friend. Alright, there we go. Alright. And getting relatively close. Oh, I'm gonna make your face great again.
How much you got left in you? Red roses that are tougher than you.
Ooh. Thank you, June. I'm Donald Trump, and I came here to grab Punani and make faces great again. Here we go. Oh, where are you? Bam! And he went down. I'll tell you what, though, I love the sound effect that the mod author gave it, because if you listen to it, it's a lot deeper, a lot more resonant than the vanilla shotgun, the vanilla double barrel. Let's go ahead and listen to it again. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I got a little bit of I got slightly a little excited. No, it's just it's a good sound, man. It's especially I've got my earbuds in, so I'm like, all right, brother. All right, so that is it for the Widow Shotgun by Corvallo. And as you can see, it's a really awesome shotgun. Tons of options, tons of mods that you can attach to it. It makes for a great killing implement. Is far superior, definitely, to the double barrel shotgun, and definitely keeps up with other shotguns, even the combat shotguns and automatic combat shotguns and all that. It definitely keeps up with those in terms of its capabilities. I can imagine this being used to knock faces off, like, completely. Anyhow, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you, you know, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. Please leave a like and subscribe. And remember, as always, I want y'all to stay awesome. Have a great day.